Ano ang kapalit? What profit is there that you gain? Profit in exchange of what? Noong unang panahon, wala pang pera. Ang tawag, barter. Halimbawa, bababa ka galing sa bundok, may dalang gulay. Punta ka dito, may nagtitinda ng isda. Wala namang isda dun sa bundok. Pagpapalit mo yung gulay mo, sa isdang daladala nila. Walang pera, palitan lang. It's just an exchange of goods. So, siyempre, meron kang sense of what is fair. Baka naman na 5 kilong bayabas, tapos papalit lang isang bangus, I don't know. Pero we also have to make aware of assessing the value of what we are willing to offer. We barter, we gain something in exchange for something else. And hopefully something good for us. A good bargain means gaining something more valuable. Or maybe a good buy. Sakto lang. Hindi ka nalugi. Hindi ka niloko. But sometimes the exchange is an losing end. Ang tawag natin doon, it's not a good bargain. Jesus' words in the gospel today ask us, what profit is there for one to gain the whole world and yet lose or profit himself? Reminding us that not all gains are truly beneficial. Hindi porke kumita ka, talagang kumita ka talaga. There are times when you achieve success at the cost of many other things that are worthy for you. Halimbawa, yumaman ka, sige. Pero pinagpalit mo naman ang kaluluwa mo. Pinagpalit mo yung alam mo nung bata ka pa, hindi tama. Pinagpalit mo yung prinsipyo mo o yung paninindigan mo. Yumaman ka, sige, yumaman ka, pero pinagpalit mo naman yung karangalan mo. Kasi hindi tama yung paraan ng pagiging mayaman mo. Under the table yung agreement. So, hindi nakakatulong sa ibang tao. There are different kinds of profits, of course. May tinatawag silang material profit. Material can be wealth, possessions, power, success in one's career. Meron ding tinatawag na emotional profit. Ginagawa ko to dahil masaya ako. I feel fulfilled. Parang pag ginagawa ko ito, kahit walang bayad, walang material benefit, but I feel I'm doing what is right. Kamukha ng mga nagsiserve sa simbahan, mga tumutulong as volunteers sa barangay, o tumutulong sa mga volunteer groups. And then meron itong tinatawag na spiritual profit, personal growth, inner peace, freedom, that is enlightenment, and a deep connection with ourselves and others and with our God. So yung gain, what profit is there, it's not only material, it's also about your self-confidence and your and then the spiritual profit that we have. But in exchange for what? Ano yung kapalit? Whatever we gain something, we give up something in return, of course. Wala namang sabi na, there are no such thing as free lunch. Pag may tinanggap ka, meron kang ibibigay. Hindi nga pera, kung minsan kailangan your time, yung oras mo, yung panahon. Time we spend in chasing success may at the cost of family, health, and even peace of mind. Pwede mong ibigay yung oras mo. Alam mo, yung oras mo, hindi mo sinasabing, ay, oras lang naman yan, wala naman nawawala. Hindi totoo yun. Did you know that your time is your life? Pag wala ka ng oras, wala na. Di ba? Kahit sa iyo lahat yung pera, pag oras na, oras na. That's why wag mong tawaging, wala namang nawawala, oras lang yan. But that time is actually your real treasure. Of course, yung resources mo, our financial resources, they could also be your skills, your talents to achieve your goals. Take note yung resources mo, yung galing mo. Halimbawa, magaling kang architect, magaling kang engineer, magaling kang sculptor. Your talents are also part of your resources. Relationships. We can sacrifice time for loved ones and strain our relationship in pursuits of our ambition. Ang resources natin, isa pa yung puhunan natin, ang ating relasyon. Pwedeng yumaman ka, na-promote ka, magandang yung negosyo, trabaho, kaya lang wala ka ng oras sa pamilya mo. Napabayaan yung mga anak mo. Hindi ka nakilala ng mga anak mo kasi busy ka sa trabaho. You're losing something very important in your life. Even your personal values. You may be tempted to compromise your principles, your morals, to attain success. Pwede rin. It can be your health and well-being. Sa kakatrabaho mo, sa negosyo mo, masipag ka nga sa trabaho, pero pinagpalit mo naman ang katawan mo sa pagod, sa puyat, sa tension. The pursuit of wealth, achieving, might take a toll in our physical and mental health. Meron nga sinasabi, when you are young, you give up your health to be able to gain wealth. Pag medyo bata-bata ka daw, tinataya mo ang katawan mo, yung lakas mo, para lang magkapera ka. Pero pag matanda ka na daw na may sakit, tinataya mo lahat ng pera mo para manumbalik ang lakas mo kasi may sakit ka na. Then, how do we evaluate a good bargain? To determine whether we gain is worth the cost, we need to evaluate a balanced kind of life. Assessing the gain. Consider the benefits and the value of what you are achieving. Tignan mo kung ano mapapala ko dyan, di ba? Kung naman makikita mong mahalaga yung ating samahan bilang simbahan, pagkakaibigan, ating pamilya, then it's all worth it. Consider the cost. Reflect on what you are giving up or the possibility of consequences. May mga negosyo ngayon, bibigyan ka ng opportunity. Tapos that opportunity in the long run, it will also make it difficult for you to be free. Meron akong mga kaibigan, they are being offered a good lote. Malaking lote. Kaya yung requirement ng may-ari, yung developer, kailangan yung lote niya, i-develop mo within this time. Tapos yung investment mo na building, nandyan na rin. And then sabi ko, is it worth it? Yung oras, yung resources, kasi rebling lupa. But we have to do these buildings and development in that time. Do you think that is practical for us? But di na lang tayo bumili ng bang lupa, the same amount of our investment. We are free to take our time according to the growth of our business. Consider the cost. Weigh the trade-off. Balance the benefits against the sacrifices. And ask, is the gain worth the loss? Sometimes we see yung tawag din, benefit cost analysis. Tignan mo, magkano yung tinataya mo, magkano yung makukuha mo. But what is the risk? Sa bangko, may ganyan. Yung high risk at saka low risk, conservative at saka aggressive. You have to balance it maybe. Especially if you don't need the money that much. Kung tumatanda na tayo, maintenance na lang. Or even evaluate your priorities. Ensure that what you are pursuing is aligned with your values, with your goals, or what really matters to you. Kung nakita mo kung ano yung pinakamahalaga sa iyo, then you can let go of other things kasi hindi nawawala naman yung mas mahalaga. Yung magandang pangangatawan mo, yung pamilya mo, yung relasyon mo sa Diyos, at pangkaibigan. The Lord reminds us of what matters, how valuable something may be seen. It is not worth losing ourselves in the process. By understanding what we exchange for profit in evaluation to choices and make decisions that are aligned with our Christian values and our Christian priorities. Minsan nagtuturo ako sa management, ginagamit ko rin sa planning, yung tinatawag nilang multiple bottom line. Di ba yung bottom line sa business, ang bottom line, pera. Bottom line, profit. Pero may ibang pag-iisip ngayon, matagal na rin to, yung tinatawag nilang multiple bottom line. Yung hindi mo lang tinitignan yung negosyo mo niya, meron kang factory. Hindi mo lang tinitignan yung negosyo mo na magkano yung pera dyan. Magkano ang aking bottom line. Kasi yung bottom line, magkano ang perang makukuha ko? Yung tubo. Pero, mataas nga ang tubo, malaking kita mo. Kaya lang, yung mga nagtatrabaho mo, napapabaya. Yung mga kasama mo, nahihirapan. Ikaw lang talagang yumaman. Or, may factory ka nga, yumaman ka, okay, sentaw. Pero, sa paggawa ng factory mo, naagnas yung bundok. O kaya yung basura ninyo, tinatapon nyo sa ilog. Then, hindi rin sapat, di ba? Halimbawa, yung isang nabasa ko, you can have multiple bottom lines. PPP, ano yon? Profit, sige, profit, kumita ka. Pero meron doon, people. Yung masaya din, yung mga kasama mo sa trabaho. And then yung katlo, yung planet, yung contribution to the environment. So you measure your success not only on the financial side, but on your people and how you contribute to ecology. And you can even multiply that later. If you contribute to the local community, may scholarship kayo, tumutulong kayo sa barangay, and you have a program for children, that's multiple bottom line. Hindi lang yung profit as in pera, kundi nakikita mo mayroon pang ibang gains that we see. Huwag sana kayong magalit sa akin. Huwag tayong magalit sa akin. Alam niyo po, nagmimisa ako dito sa Sapang Bato, araw-araw. Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Wala man po akong stipend. Totoo po, di ba? Okay lang po sa akin yan. Kahit galing ako ng Manila, minsan galing ako sa Fernando, halos maksidente kaming, bilis-bilis kaming umuwi para makapagmisa ako ng alas 6 dito. Lunes, pwede rin. Minsan, di ako nakapagmisa ng Lunes, minsan, meron akong check-up, kamukha ng minsan, manay ko, dadala ko rin sa check-up. Or sometimes, may family incident. Pag pumuha tayo ng pare, meron siyang stipend, syempre, ibang pare. Pero ako, yung araw-araw natin, hindi kaya ng ating resources, yung stipend na bibigay sa pare. Ako, ibang pare. Pero ako nagmimisa, walang stipend. Okay lang. Hindi ko nang po pinagyayabang. Alam niyo po bakit? Kasi hindi naman yung bottom line ko yung stipend. Mahalaga sa akin itong mga batang to. Itong mga kumakanta. Itong mga nights. Mahalaga sa akin yan. Yung naranasan nila, bata pa sila, nagsiserve na sila sa simbahan. Kasi Lunes, walang nagsiserve na ibang matanda. Nights. O kaya yung choir. No? Hindi lang pwedeng senior choir. O kaya yung junior choir. O kaya yung mga online. Sisimba yung nanay ko. Kapitbahay namin, kilala natin. And for me, that is the profit. For me, that is my gain. May nakakasimba. Minsan, sasabihin nila, Pader, nagsimba kami nung Lunes. Kasi death anniversary ng nanay ko, online. Eh di masaya ka na. Those are things that money cannot buy. If you have multiple bottom lines, it's also good. Alam niyo po anong bottom line ko pag alas 6 yung misa? Ang gusto sabihin, alas 6 ng gabi, uwi na ako dito. Hindi na ako pakalat-kalat na kumakain sa mga restaurant o bumibisita sa mga bahay-bahay. By 6 o'clock, I already go home. Kung sakaling may meeting ako, mayroon akong interview sa mga kinakasal sa Clark, kamukha ngayon, then I could see I have multiple bottom lines. more than the money, more than the stipend. Pwede naman kahit wala. Even yung Sunday 6 p.m. natin, wala man akong stipend nun. Di ba? O pag Sunday alas 7, mayroong offertory, konti. Pero it does not matter. Nagbibigay naman yung iba. Di ba? Pero mahalaga, alam mo kung ano pang mas mahalaga. Ano yun? Yan, no? Yung mga bata. Yung mga bata kung minsan sumisilip-silip dito gustong pumasok, magsimba. Yun ang aking real profit. Bilang pare, yun yung aking tunay na success. Yung mga gains natin na hindi mo matawaran ng pera, para sa akin, mahalaga. Yung mga bata, masanay silang at home dito sa simbahan. And they would feel that they are accepted and loved. And they are free to be with us. That is a wonderful profit and gain, isn't it? How about you? What are your bottom lines? Ano yung tingin mo, mga profit nyo sa buhay? What profit do you gain in exchange for your life? Ang buhay, pinakamahalaga. Pero kung papalit mo buhay mo sa isa pang mas mahalaga, kaligtasan ng mga kaluluwa. Paglapit ng mga bata sa Diyos, o isang bata malapit siya sa tamang pamumuhay, yun mga bagay na hindi pwedeng ipagpalit ng pera. This will be our Thanksgiving. Let us review our sense of profit or sense of bottom line in our life. Hindi lahat pera. May mga bagay na hindi nabibili na tunay na kinakaligaya ng ating kalooban, ng ating kaluluwa, at ng ating Diyos. Ano ang kapalit? May God bless us all, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen.